Follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm driving this. This is the Skoda Octavia RS, the 4th generation model, and this is the key of the vehicle. Skoda logo right here. Gloss black finishing, chrome here. This is to lock the car, this is to open the boot of the vehicle, and this is to unlock the car. So this key could have a lot more functions. But anyways, this seems to be the new key, and this is the car right in front. So straight away we are going to be opening the engine bay. It looks hot in red color. And yeah, there it is. Hydraulic struts. The engine cover seems to be missing right now. Engine seems quite loud. Look at this. This is so big for the washer fluid. It's massive in terms of size. Well, that's what she said. Let's just shut this. Obviously, it's the typical Skoda design language and it looks like an Octavia, but the RS version has a lot more RS bits to it. So, RS is written here. Gloss black finishing on the grille. Again, the bumper also gets this gloss black finishing, which looks quite nice. It's done in multiple places. Indicator is functioning there, but that is actually the DRL. Full LED lights, of course. It also gets headlight washers. Says Skoda crystal lighting. By the way, this is the panel or radars for ADAS functions right there. You get front parking sensors. You also get a towing hook. Ground clearance is obviously lower in this car. It looks red hot, and that is, I think, the fog light below. Coming to the side of the car, this being the Combi, which is the station wagon, it is longer, but somehow it looks super duper sexy. I mean, look at these proportions. Isn't it awesome? I love it. The tires are big because these are 225s, 4019s, red colored brake calipers, sensor here on the side because obviously it gets self-park function as well. It has a light which projects from right there. Indicator here, gloss black finishing right there. Gloss black finishing on this one as well, and request sensors on all the 4 doors, which is quite nice. Let me open this. It gets this function to clear the snow, which is quite nice. Fuel actually goes in right there. Let's get inside. So obviously you've got tints on the glasses and you get a manual sunblind as well at the rear. Good quality, nice Alcantara finish. Door pockets are decent size, but the switchgear is the same as the Polo and Vento. Now it's an all black cabin, which is nice. Center passenger gets a head, okay, 3 adjustable headrests, red stitching, Isofix child seat mounts, and you get a center armrest with cup holders as well. So you have to pull it out like that. Yeah, you can access the boot from here. So if you want to carry long items, you can do that as well. And then obviously 60-40 split seats. You can actually carry a house inside this car. You get magazine pockets here, phone pocket there, same is on that side as well. And you get heated seats at the rear, 2 USB-C charging sockets, and you also get a 230-volt laptop charging port, making this car super practical. There's the AC vent, rear AC controls are given as well. Seats are very nice and comfortable. In fact, legroom and kneeroom is good. Under thigh support is somewhat not great. And then you have this hole through which you can tickle the front passenger. By the way, headroom seems to be adequate. There's a light here, there's a handle to hold on to, there's a hook. And what is this exactly? You guys are going to tell me. Dashboard is very nice and sporty. So much Alcantara in this car is absolutely crazy. And yes, it gets a panoramic sunroof, which the Octavia does not get. But the Combi version gets it. Cool thing to have. Shuts with a nice soft thud, not a loud one, and there is the shark fin antenna. Coming to the rear, it looks very purposeful. What a beautiful design, understated and very elegant as well. Beautiful Skoda crystal lighting here, RS badging right there. You get a reverse parking camera which actually has a spray to clean the camera as well. Octavia written here. That is a fog light which is turned on. Dynamic swipe indicators too, amazing. And the exhausts are rear, but you know they are actually placed inside. Faisal Khan's fingers of truth will stay away from both these exhausts. So dual exhaust, of course. That is the underbody. You get a towing hook. You get rear parking sensors. Let's open the boot. Press a button. There it opens. You get a spoiler along with a high-mounted stop lamp. Boot is big, 610 liters, which is I think around 10 liters more than the regular Octavia. I need to press this to put the parcel shelf back. Yeah. Look at it. It's a house in there. Okay. You have various compartments as well. Meanwhile, this is the warning triangle. That is the first aid kit. Very premium. Pull this. And there the seat reclines. So if you want to increase the boot carrying capacity, you can do that as well. Now if I have to lift this, it's going to be quite a task, but here is another compartment and below there is the spare wheel. You want to see the spare wheel, I'll show it to you, okay? Don't worry, it's going to be a real struggle. Oh God, that is, firstly throw this freaking bag outside. Whose bag is that? Okay, now we are going to open this. Now it's going to be a lot easier. Yeah, there it is. It says Octavia here. How many times do I have to open this, man? Okay, now also I can't see the spare wheel because that is the jack and all that extra fuses, and the spare wheel is right below, so you have to actually open this to access it. So they've made it a little difficult. Oh, yeah, things should not be complicated for no reason. By the way, there is this hook which opens, and this thing you can slot in here to make compartments. Let's just put this bag inside. Oh god, I've become coolie number 1 today. Removing and putting bags, it's not easy. And power tailgate, here I press a button and there it shuts. Nice, I like this Octavia. But what is this fake treatment happening here? Not cool, no. And it honestly looks the best from the side angle. It looks very sporty, very fast. Will kind of remind you of the RS6 Avant. You know what, 70% sales of the Octavia come from the Combi variant. That's a lot. Dashboard is beautifully done. You get a high visibility jacket here. Switchgear is the same as the Polo, which was sold in India. Controls for the outside rear view mirrors. This is to open the boot. Some treatment has been given here. Alcantara looks nice. RS badging right there. Nice pedals. In fact, there's some storage space here, secret one. Light controls. Seats are very sporty with RS written right there. Headrests don't adjust because these are sportier bucket seats. Okay, memory function. You can save up to 3 people's settings. And guess what? Both the front seats are powered. Fantastic. Let's get inside. Okay, there you can see. It shows me a display right here, which is nice because it's a fully digital cluster, which I can change by pressing a button on the steering wheel, and there's so many views as well. Again, what a fantastic one. Steering wheel is nice to hold. RS is written here. You get this beautiful perforation, red stitching all around, heated steering wheel, controls for the audio and cruise control. Headlights, obviously, these are wipers actually. Headlights are placed here, the controls, but these are for the indicators. This is for the cruise control system. These are the wiper controls. This is a 10-inch screen, which is nice to operate, but a little complicated there. The car actually comes, it swings here and there. So if I want to turn on and off the stop start system, it is right there. So some of them could be buttons for sure, navigation and all that. Everything is slick enough. You get heated steering as well. Sorry, heated seats. Heated steering is also there. Heated seats are also there. Paddles are made of plastic, a little cheap I would say. And then it's not very easy to browse through all this information. So I just get into here. Things work really fast, okay. This is very slick. Let's get into vehicle, okay. Yeah, there you can actually make changes to various factors, get into the interior things, make changes to that. We get into the home thing, we get into the menu, something known as background lighting. You can have whatever color you want. So it's got 64 freaking colors, and then you can adjust the brightness. So amazing screen, very nicely done. Let's get into reverse. This is the reverse parking camera. It obviously gets adaptive guidelines as well. There's self park function too. So this car is loaded. It says park assist finished, so we already parked. And if you notice one thing, when I actually get into reverse, the mirror also changes its position, which is quite nice, and it will unchange its position only once we reach a particular speed. This is the gas selector. This is to get into park. Wireless charging pad, 2 USB-C charging sockets, electric parking brake, auto hold function, twin cup holder, space for the key, and some storage space below. This actually slides ahead and behind. The glove box is decent size. Yeah, it's quite big. And there's some compartment here as well. Again, another high visibility jacket. In fact, it also, why is the door not opening? We are in neutral, right? So to open the door, to press this button, then only it opens. Okay, what's happening? Oh, the door is open. I need to push it, which is not. Yeah, doors are super heavy. Shuts with a proper thud. Nice finishing. Alcantara, red stitching, beautiful auto dimming, of course, and light controls here on the top. Oh my god, they are touch sensitive controls. This is to open the sunroof. So here we are opening the sunroof. It is actually a big enough sunroof, and I can just pull it down like that. It actually will open further. No, yeah, there it opens. It's huge. Meanwhile, you obviously get a mirror and light here. Same is the case here as well. Even the driver gets a handle to hold on to, because when he's cornering, he'll be scared. Multiple airbags, of course. I think it has got 7 or 8 because there's an airbag here as well for the knee. AC vent placement here, a lot of buttons, physical buttons. So to get into climate, you press this button, then the climate menu opens, and then you can turn on climate, and then you can obviously make a lot of changes to the climate control as well. Tire pressure monitor, you can decide the drive modes. There are 5 drive modes here. Park assist. Good, they have given physical buttons. You can actually turn off the screen by pressing a button right here, and there's a volume controller. Oh my god, this is so nicely done. Volume control, you can actually slide it like that. So it says minus and plus. You can see that plus. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, Skoda is doing some real unique bits, but this is an RS, so it's all about the driving experience. By the way, there's an SOS button here. and seats are nice and snug. You feel very comfortable in this car. Let's start driving right away. Alright, we're all set to go. I turn off the car. You can see this whole spinning thing coming there and giving you distance data. Anyways, I turn on the car. Okay, I agree. You see this light? That's for the blind spot monitor. Straight away, we're going to be changing the drive mode, and I'm actually going to come into sport. By the way, you can see a heads-up display. It tells you speed, sign recognition. It gives you navigation data. It gives you all that, including cruise control data as well. It's very nicely done. Very good quality. Let's just get out of here. I can't find the button for traction control. I'm so sorry about that. We get into drive mode. And I need to change the cluster mode because I prefer this one, which obviously looks better to me. The other ones are like kind of silly, honestly, because this new design which people like, I don't like it at all. And straight away we are off. Engine is very smooth, very refined, but that is something you would expect, right? Of course, you would expect the engine to be super smooth and refined because the Volkswagen Group has been making this engine since donkey's years, and they have fine-tuned the engine beautifully well. So it's ultra smooth, it's ultra refined, and when you drive it at low speeds, half the time this stop-start system keeps intervening, turning off the car unnecessarily without any reason. You get into the throttle and past 2000 RPM, you can hear a bit of the engine. So that is when it becomes noisy. Otherwise, smoothness, amazing. Thing is, this car doesn't have the same character as the third generation of the Skoda Octavia. It carries forward everything. Yeah, each and everything has been carried forward, right from the engine to even the output numbers haven't changed. So here we have a 2-liter TSI engine, 245 horsepower, and a torque output which is mind-blowing 370 Newton meters. Now I say it's mind-blowing because it has so much grunt. In fact, this is the place we are going to launch. We come to a halt, left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, revving the motor, and off we go. Traction control light continuously blinking, but it has great traction. Tires are wide enough, and it has got a self-locking electronic front differential, which basically ensures that it can supply 100% of the power or torque to either of the front wheels to ensure optimum traction as well. Oh my god, the thrill of driving something with an internal combustion engine is just something else. Now, in the whole quest to go electric, Skoda also has something known as the Octavia RS IV. IV, I think, is for intelligent vehicle. Basically, it's the same thing like ENIAC IV. So they are using an electric motor. It's a 1.4-liter TSI engine which is mated to a 13 kilowatt-hour battery pack, resulting in 245 horsepower, the same output, but torque output has increased to 400 Newton meters. It's a plug-in hybrid, which is a problem because it depletes battery in a few runs and then you have to go and charge it. It doesn't regen that well, and it is slower than this car from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, taking around 0.2 seconds more. This one is just amazing. So much character, but you don't want a stock car. You need to really make some changes to this car and give more output, because I know the last generation model is running 600 horsepower as well. Yeah, certain people have really upped the ante in that regard. The brakes are really nice and strong, which means my phone is down, but never mind. Left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, and off we go. Oh, a little bit of wheel spin. Hazard light auto on, auto off. Wow. It's very well insulated, which is not a good thing because I can't hear much of the engine, yaar. I can't hear much of the engine on the inside. The RS IV, the hybrid one, actually has fake sounds being channeled inside. There's no replacement for displacement because out on the highway, this car really performs well, where the IV really struggles because then it doesn't have the juice and it doesn't regen that well. Performance is really very good here. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.8 seconds. Top speed, I think they've limited it to 250 kilometers per hour. This car can easily go further as well. Steering is fantastic. It has a lot of feel. It has a lot of feedback. Feels very direct. Feels very nice, beautifully done, and it feels very stable as well. The suspension is beautifully calibrated. Adaptive dampers are also there. There's an individual mode. There are multiple drive modes. In fact, I get into this drive mode thing. You can see there's eco, comfort, normal, sport, and individual. In individual now, you can tweak a lot of things, including the air conditioning, the cornering light function. You can also tweak the engine, the gearbox, obviously, and it has a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox, which is very fast with shifts. You've got paddle shifters as well. So there, using the paddles. Red line's at 6,500 RPM, but it will not give me manual control of things. By the way, the Octavia hybrid version is using a 6-speed DSG gearbox, which is kind of, I don't know why, but I was thinking kind of weird and I don't understand the logic behind it, but it is what it is. Here we're going to turn left from here. No, we are just going to turn right actually. I don't even know where the left road goes. mid-range punch is really nice. There's a small lag. After that, it really pulls nicely and strongly, and the mid-range is fantastic. It's a very strong mid-range in this car, and top end is also quite nice. It's a very stable, fun, practical car, especially this combi version now, super duper practical, because no matter how much luggage you have, this car can swallow everything. Yeah, absolutely everything it can swallow. That is how big its luggage carrying capacity is. Ride is nice, handling is also good, body roll is well contained. There is some roll definitely, but everything is very well contained. It's very well calibrated in every possible way. So it's a very smooth car, easy to drive, lovely experience. Only thing is the stop start system is a bit too aggressive. And when I was talking about the Octavia RS IV, I forgot to tell you one very important thing. The biggest problem with that car is that the focus there is trying to be more efficient, and they have actually achieved it. A sporty performance car having a fuel efficiency, we're going to take a U-turn from here. Turning radius isn't bad. That car has a fuel efficiency of around 86 kilometers per liter. 86 kilometers per liter, which is absolutely freaking insane. What a mad fuel efficiency, yaar. 86 is like out of the world. Because you can drive it in just electric power, like we're using just electric power in city conditions, of course, and that's the reason why this thing is through the roof. Problem with this car is it doesn't feel as exciting as the older Octavia, and I'll tell you why. The thing is, they have really gone premium in terms of luxury, in terms of appeal, in terms of the way they've done the insulation, in terms of all the quality and all, which is good in terms of quality, because I remember the RS 245 which was sold in India, the AC vents kept breaking all the time and people were so frustrated because parts were also not available. Here, it's so refined, it's so smooth now that, okay, let me upshift. You can't really feel the speed, because it's not about how fast you go, it's how you go fast that matters at the end of the day. And that is a place where this car falters. It just doesn't feel exciting enough, it doesn't feel fast enough, it's not loud. Of course, an automatic gearbox is fast with shifts, but it's just too smooth, too refined, too quick and all. It just doesn't give you the feel that you're driving something with 245 horsepower. So that's a bit disappointing. They should definitely give a manual transmission, but they are not going to do that. But with the manual now, this would be just something else. So we're going to come to a halt here, and it's time to launch again. Left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, and off we go. Traction control can be turned off for sure from somewhere in the menu. It's a bit complex, the whole menu. The screen is also very complex. So they made changes again and again and again to the screen, made it so much more complex. So let's actually get into settings. Probably it would be there. Now it's just giving me some stupid settings here. It's not giving me what I want. Like everything is so focused on the infotainment system that I'm just not able to find the traction control turn off switch. It should be in vehicle. Yeah, should be. No. Exterior. No, it's not there. Where do I find it? I'm just turning it around. Come on. Status, no, it is telling me stop start system, which I will anyways turn off. So this is something which they could have done much better. They could have at least focused on having important controls right in your sight. I think we should get into the mode here. We should get into individual. There I'm going to tweak the individual settings. Steering is sport, okay, drive is sport. There's an eco mode also. Sound is sport, not that I can hear anything. And ACC is sport. I don't know what that means. Light assistance is sport. Air conditioning is normal. There is no setting. What is wrong with the dynamic chassis control is again in sport. Now let's do one thing. Let's stop and let's launch and hope, fingers crossed, that this car will give me something. And here we go. No, box down. But the mid-range pull is just fantastic. It's a very fun, engaging car to drive with superb handling. The handling is just superb. Kodiak, Scala, everything. It is so good. And around the corners, okay, this is a corner here. Goes absolutely flat through there with great composure. It doesn't crash through bumps. Insulation is just amazing. The bigger wheels obviously cause some sound to come inside the cabin. But honestly, this is just something you would want in India. You need the RS, but at an attractive price, because at the price which Skoda offers now, you can get the BMW 330i, which is rear wheel drive. This is obviously front wheel drive. Because the differential is so nicely sorted and tuned, it really doesn't understeer, but then it does not oversteer also now. So oversteering is more important than anything, which the BMW does in a jiffy. And obviously the brand swag of a BMW, but tuning options are crazy for this car. Not for this car, at least for the last gen in India, because people went bonkers. I know someone has a 600 horsepower one, which is like out of the world. Why would you need so much power in an Octavia? Simply because you can. So guys, this is my vlog of the Skoda Octavia RS, but this is the 4th generation model, and this is the Combi, which is very practical, fast and fun as well. If you like this vlog, make sure to give it a thumbs up, that's the like button, and also subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video real soon. Bye bye.